Going out here, go to the stairwell, and I don't know if you can tell, it's kind of dark, but I repainted all this the same color as is in the hall here and in the living room. I was not a fan of the yellow that was throughout this whole house. I'm not a big fan of yellow anyway. Going up here, and you come to the hallway up here, and all these doors have been replaced and painted, and again, same with the trim, all that good stuff. And then my gray color continues up here as well. I just, again, really like the white. I think it looks really good. And other than that, got my little picture of buffalo. Another little fact about me, I love buffalo. And there is a painting that my hubby's brother did of my previous bulldog. It's also in a barnwood frame, which is cool because this dog was actually with us when we got all the barnwood. Okay, into the master bedroom. The main thing that was done in here is paint. I went with kind of like a gray blue, and then I went with a darker color on the wall back here. But I really like it. I think it's really soothing and much better than the yellow that was in here. We also replaced the light here. It was a fan, and I'm not a fan of ceiling fans. No pun intended there. I don't really like ceiling fans. And the one we had in here put off like zero light, so that was another negative to it. But so we replaced that, replaced the curtains. Kind of the theme we have going on in here is it's all these pictures are of or from Coronado, California, which is where we got married, on the beach. We got married right below the Hotel Del, which if you know anything about that area, you will be familiar with. It's pretty well known, and I cannot get this to focus, but that picture up there, if you can see it at all, is a old picture of the Hotel Del. I don't remember when it was built, but it's been around for a really long time. And then over here is a more modern day picture of it. It's a beautiful, beautiful hotel. We wanted to actually stay there, but it didn't end up working, so we still stayed elsewhere. But we got married right below that hotel on the beach. And then the rest of these pictures are just, like this picture is of places in Coronado, and then the two pieces of art we have in here are from galleries in Coronado. This one actually, which I really love, is one we got on our honeymoon, and the gallery that we got this from is no longer open, so that's kind of sad. Because if we want to get back to Coronado again someday, and it would have been nice to pick up another piece of art. Then also over here, I'll show you another frame that my husband does not like. In fact, he did not want me to show this. I'm gonna show it anyway because I think it's pretty. And this is just, I think it's soft maple with a walnut inlay. As far as the furniture in here, as you can see, it is very much mismatched. I will start with the bed and the night tables. The bed, I don't know if you can see, it's like blue stained pine with more barnwood. And then same down here, barnwood fronts, blue stained pine, and then inlaid in here are sand dollars that I found on the beach in Coronado. Found a ton of them one day, and I'm trying to remember if that was on our honeymoon or one of the other 2 trips that we had taken down there, but I can't remember because my memory is horrible. But one of the times we were down there, we found a ton of sand dollars, and so my husband inlaid them on the nightstands. I'll show you his. You can see him a lot better. So those are all inlaid in there, and I just think that's really, really cool to have those because I'm sappy like that. And again, barnwood. Like I was saying about the furniture, it's totally mismatched, and I'm one that just doesn't really care about that. I love antiques, and when I see one that I like, I don't necessarily worry about how well it's going to fit in with the rest of it. So as you can see, these 2 dressers do not match at all. Got them at the same antique store here in Virginia, but they do not match at all, but I love them both. And then this mirror here, we got back in Washington, and again, that's a totally different type of wood than the dressers. And those lamps got back in Washington, and the quilt rack over here got back in Washington. And though, while nothing matches, I still like it all. I'm not huge into the whole decorating thing, as I'm sure you could see going through my house. I just don't have the knack for that, and I guess I don't really care. I love seeing what other people do in their creativity. I just don't have a lot of it myself, so, and I'm not too worried about that. But I love antiques. I love the fact they have a history and a story behind them. That is my mismatched furniture master bedroom, which I love. And now here is my poor dog who got shut out of the room. Hi, Bella. Hi, baby. I don't know about your guys' dogs, but this girl, she is like a shadow. She will follow me absolutely everywhere. The bathroom, I don't care where. She wants to be right there with me. So she got a little upset that I left her out the bedroom. Okay, so down here, show you my son's room. He got the short end of the stick and got this tiniest room in the house. In fact, the previous owners had this as a office. But I figure, you know, he's little, he doesn't need a really big room. He's never in here anyway. He's just in here to sleep. So pretty much all I did in here was painted this blue wall here, new curtains. We painted this little bookcase. I painted this little bookcase that my husband built, and it just kind of, and then with the door, I just kind of did the blue inlay there to sort of tie it in with the wall. And then also the back side of that door did the blue inlay. I think it's cute. And his little Montana hat that my grandparents actually got him when they were over there. His little growth chart, which is cool. My husband made that. And then this picture is straight up from the 70s. It was in my older brother's room when he was growing up, and I always just loved it, and I don't know how I ended up with it, but I did, and I just think it's so cute. It's faded and stuff, but I love it, and hopefully my hubby will make me a new frame for this. But yeah, there's not a whole lot going on in his room. But that's it for this. When my oldest moves out, I will, my youngest is going to take her room because she's got a good size room. In fact, the guest bedroom is good sized also, but I wanted to have a bigger room for guests because when they're coming, they're staying for at least a week because they're coming from the other side of the country. So I want them to be comfortable when they're here, and so I want them to have the bigger guest room. And like I said, he does not need a big room. He's not in here, and he just doesn't need it. So that is his room. Now on to the guest room. Okay, and here is my guest bedroom, which I just got done painting. In fact, I just put a video up on painting this room. So what I did in here, basically, besides paint it, was we replaced the closet doors, painted those, replaced the door coming in here, painted that, and I did end up getting some new bedding in here because what I had before was not really matching anymore. I still need to get a bed skirt or something. I hate bed skirts, but I also hate the fact that the box spring is poking out here. I should have got a king size comforter for this instead of a queen. But anyway, that's it for here. Pretty much nothing besides paint and new doors and some new bedding. But it's all ready for guests, which I have coming this spring. So between getting that closet cleaned out and getting this room repainted, it's ready to go. So that's it for this room, pretty much.